Hey Slayers, and I would just like to say before this video starts, I'm sorry for the inconveniences and how the 64 TV podcast didn't premiere today. We had some last minute weather issues, mostly due to noise and a whole bunch of other factors why the podcast didn't premiere today. And it will definitely be up tomorrow, so expect it sometime between 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, somewhere in between that. Come join us for 45 minutes of us talking about the PS5 and Xbox Series X to WWE SummerSlam and just a whole bunch of other things. So yeah, again, I'm sorry for anyone looking forward to it. It will definitely be here tomorrow, so just expect it there. I know I said it was coming today, and just like due to last minute weather problems, it really didn't come, but that's really all I have to say. And thank you again for looking forward to it. I hope to see you all there tomorrow at the podcast. But that's going to do it for this little announcement. Enjoy your video. See ya. Hey Slayers, and welcome to Castlevania Bloodlines for the Sega Genesis. And I want to get something right out the way at the start of this video. Yesterday I made a Ghouls and Ghosts video, and at the beginning there was supposed to be a joke where I said, oh well, we're going to be doing a Capcom game, and this is still so funny. We're going to be doing a Capcom game, and I played the Castlevania Bloodlines theme to trick you into thinking it was Castlevania Bloodlines, not realizing and completely forgetting that I'm stupid and that Castlevania is not made by Capcom and that it's actually made by Konami. But I always had this problem. I get Konami and Capcom series mixed up, so sometimes I even think Capcom makes Metal Gear and Konami makes Resident Evil. So I'm sorry about that. But anyway, since I felt stupid for messing it up, and literally right after I uploaded the video and it was all over and I had put the pinned comment in the thing and everything, and I was like, it just hit me. I was like, oh my god, I forgot, Castlevania is made by Konami. So some of you saw that joke and probably was like, an absolute idiot, and I'm sorry, please don't unsubscribe. I'm sorry, yeah. But anyway, Castlevania Bloodlines is made by Konami for the Sega Genesis, and in my opinion, this is the greatest Capcom, You see what I'm saying? I always get the two mixed up. This is the greatest Castlevania game of all time. Now, as we know, to me at least, Konami and Capcom, although Capcom started to change their attitude a little bit later, Konami never really did, and Konami was always the Nintendo kid, and then eventually they tried to start catering more over to Sony. So they kind of just, I mean, they made a few games for Sega consoles, but at least in my opinion, compared to like other companies, they kind of were still backing Nintendo, and then they just immediately went on to backing Sony right after. Like to my knowledge, there was only one Konami game that came to the Sega Saturn, that being Castlevania Symphony of the Night. That game is terrible for the Sega Saturn, and it's just an all-out disgrace. Really, at least in my opinion, showing that Capcom really just didn't have any type of desire to publish for Sega consoles, and that can be seen in a lot of things, but not here. This game right here, oh my god, dude, this puts mode. Remember I was saying the Sega Genesis could do mode 7? Well, this game is a prime example of it doing that. Like, the effects in the later game are just so nice and so good. Like, honestly, there's literally 3D effects that still blow my mind to this day, and I'll never understand how they did that on the Sega Genesis. So at least in my opinion, this puts mode 7 to shame, and this does play like the classic Castlevania games. Even you can see the startup title screen. And there's two characters. There's John Morris, who plays like basically the Belmonts, and then there's Eric. I can't read his name because it's too tiny from where I am, and then there's Eric. We'll just call him Eric. Now, John, he plays more like the classic, Simon Belmont, the Belmont family, basically. Where he has the whip. He can't aim it diagonally, which is kind of stupid. It only just like one attack, and then he has this type of like spear pole thing, Eric does, and it's pretty good. It's kind of better for long range, at least in my opinion, and he can attack diagonally, so there are sub weapons and things like that, but this is just at least in my opinion, the greatest Castlevania game in the 16-bit era. Like, dude, the music is so good, and you're gonna have, the first theme is personally my favorite, and that's gonna be playing throughout this whole video. So just get ready to listen to the beautiful soundtrack of this game. Go listen to the soundtrack. Like, honestly, this is one of those grand Genesis tracks right here that just made me go, how? It's like this game pulled up so many nice effects that I still can't believe this is running on a Sega Genesis. Like, honestly, this could have passed for Super Nintendo, maybe even Sega Saturn. If I'm being honest, this game is that good looking, that's great sounding. Like, when I tell you the effects in this are so good alone, if you don't go play this game right now, which I totally recommend you do, this game is a little bit more on the pricier, like mid-range price side. So this can be in the 20s, 30s, 40s, and even thousands. I've seen a copy of thousands boxed new with plastic on it. So this is an expensive title, but it's worth the money. Go play this game somehow. It might even be available on a few collections, but the graphics alone just make this game worth it. The gameplay is that classic Castlevania gameplay, and I actually think it's better than a lot of the classic games, because I've never been too big of a cat on Castlevania, or it's just never really been to like my type of style of game. And then I know I say that about everything. It's like, you have to be wondering by now, what is my type of style of game? I don't even know myself. I'm more, I guess maybe you could say traditional platformer type of guy, because, I mean, I guess you could say that. But that's really going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and until next time, see ya, Slayers.